In DeBerry, Florida, a 15-year-old named Greg Ramos had gotten into an argument with his mother named Elaine after she had allegedly been complaining about his poor grades in school. And according to Greg, during this argument, his mother would slap him multiple times, causing him to snap and murder his mother viciously before staging a home invasion gone wrong with the help of his two friends named Dylan Seglerak and Brian Porras.
I already told you what happened.
Tell me you didn't kill your mother.
I didn't.
Who killed your mother?
I have zero clue.
Who took the shit out of your house?
Well, you just told me. Apparently it's my friends.
And when did they think they did that?
I have zero fucking clue.
Do you honestly believe the things that are coming out of your mouth?
Yeah?
So when your buddy says that you told him you killed your mother, he's lying.
It's whatever. Alright, I'll tell you what happened. Alright, so I got home, I got in an argument with my mom, she slapped me across the face, she began to hit me, she started beating me, I didn't like it, so I strangled her to death. Alright? I put her in a wheelbarrow, I put her in my car, I took the car, I had a mental breakdown where I almost committed suicide 3 times. I drove around Daytona, I dropped the wheelbarrow in some random ass location, and I drove back to the church. I began to dig a hole. I dig a hole right under the fucking fire pit. I dug a pretty deep hole, deep enough to put a bit of body in, alright? All this time my mom's decomposing body, I dragged it from my car to the fire pit. In which case, I tried to cut the wedding ring off her finger because I wanted to pawn it, but I couldn't because I didn't have a knife strong enough to cut bones. Oh well, whatever. Anyways, so I dug that hole, threw her body in there, filled it back in, made it look all nice and natural, dumped my clothes. And then I went home, and I caught a ride to school with my friends, and yeah.
And yeah. What about the part that you staged a crime scene?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that part. Oh, so in the middle of the night, I realized that, hey, my mom just up and disappears. That's not going to make any sense. So I decided to make it look like a botched robbery. So I just went to my house and I just threw shit everywhere. Which looked pretty convincing. And yeah.
After being backed into a corner by interrogators and having to confess to killing his mother, Greg was charged with first-degree murder and ultimately sentenced to 45 years in prison, while Dylan and Brian, who helped him stage a home invasion after the fact, were charged with accessory to murder and sentenced to 1 year in prison, followed by 14 years of supervised release. The early 1980s, a 6-year-old girl named Beth Thomas and her 2-year-old brother named Jonathan were constantly abused and neglected by their biological parents, causing them to be removed from the household and eventually adopted by a couple named Julie and Tim. But while living with her adoptive parents, Beth would begin to perform some of the most egregious acts against her own brother and start to engage in various inappropriate activities before being interrogated and explain what exactly she did and the reasoning behind it.
Who's afraid of you, Beth?
John.
Your brother. And why is your brother afraid of you?
Because I hurt him so much.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And what, at nighttime, what do your parents do to your door?
Lock it shut.
Why do they lock it shut?
Because they don't want me to hurt John.
Right. And they're kind of afraid of Of hurting John? Of you hurting John?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Are they afraid that you might hurt them?
Yep.
Would you, Beth?
Mm-hmm.
When would you do it?
Nighttime.
Okay. Why would you do nighttime?
Because I don't like them seeing me do it. But they can feel me do it.
Mm-hmm. And what would you do to them, Beth? Okay. What would you stab them with?
A knife.
Do you ever stick pins in people?
Mm-hmm.
Who?
My brother.
Okay. Do you do it a little bit or a lot?
A lot.
Okay. And what are you trying to do to your brother?
So,
Why do you want your brother to die?
because I was hurt so bad, and I don't want to be around people.
Okay. Who else would you like to stick pins into?
Mommy and Daddy
What would you like to have happen to them?
die.
Tell me about your birth father. What was that nightmare like?
When he touched my vagina
Okay.
until it bled, hurt it a lot until it bled, and wouldn't feed me a lot. He'd hit on me, wouldn't be very nice to me.
How old were you?
1.
And in your nightmare, what happens?
I get real scared.
Where are you in the nightmare? What happens in the dream?
I'm in the house, upstairs.
And then what happens, Beth?
When he comes upstairs and, hurts.
How do you feel when you talk about this?
Scared.
Does your brother have private parts?
Yeah,
Yeah. What is his private parts?
penis and butt.
Mm-hmm. And what do you do with your brother with his private parts, Beth?
I heard it.
Tell me about it. What do you do?
Now, I pinch it, squeeze it, kick it.
When you do things to your brother's private parts, what does he say?
Stop.
Okay, tell me that.
Well, he says stop, but I don't stop.
Do you hurt him?
A lot.
Okay. And would you like to do that to other boys? Have you ever rubbed your private parts? Do you do it a lot?
A lot.
How much do you do that?
About every single day in Lexington. I did it every single day until it got real bad and messed up, and I had to go to the doctor, and I did not like it.
What do you mean by real bad?
Well, it looked real raw, got all kinds of boo-boos on it, germs, a lot of stuff from my hand.
And it bled?
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about the knives. Where did you get them?
From the drawer.
And where else? Do you remember? Tell me about it.
I got them from the dishwasher.
What kind of knives?
Big sharp ones.
And what do you want to do with those knives?
Kill John and Mommy with them, and Daddy.
And when Mommy asks you about where the knives are, what do you say?
I don't know where they are.
Due to Beth's past trauma and young age, she didn't receive traditional punishment for her actions, but instead received intensive therapeutic treatment, and fortunately was able to recover and become an activist for abused children. In Orlando, Florida, police police were called to a college housing complex in response to a teenage freshman couple that had gotten into a domestic dispute after the girlfriend named Julie would allegedly catch her boyfriend Brandon cheating on her, causing police to arrive and start off with questioning before the situation would quickly escalate, leading to police having to use force against the couple.
4:20, it's maybe like an hour ago. I'm asleep, right? I'm asleep. So she wakes me up and she's going through my phone. And she's like, who are all these girls? Who are all these girls? Starts going crazy. Throws my phone across the room. Turns into this.
She grabs your phone and throws it across the room?
Throws it across the room.
Where was your phone at?
It was, she had it. She was on it while I was asleep. Throws it across the room, breaks it. I'm like, babe, like, what's going on? Like, calm down. Starts throwing my bed apart. Everything just starts getting thrown apart. Like, I had a little empty bottle of, like Jack Daniels, like, somewhere in the corner. She, like, smashes it, takes my TV, like, throws it over the thing, like, starts throwing stuff, just throwing things.
Was she throwing anything at you, or just throwing things around the room?
Just throwing it in general, just going crazy.
Okay, how did her phone get broken?
And then she had her phone. She smashed her phone.
She smashed her phone?
She took her phone. She just started throwing everything.
You got some red marks on your neck. How'd you get red marks on your neck?
I do have eczema.
Okay. Yeah, but like I'm looking at like this part over here. It looks...
She didn't assault me or hit me.
She didn't hit you or anything? Okay.
And I would never put my hands on her. Me and Trevor were trying to find a way to just get her out, you know, but like I'm not gonna put my hands on her and like physically like drag her out. Like I'm pretty sure that's like battery.
Alright, so I'm gonna ask you a question. I want you to be honest with me.
Yes.
When was the last time you used drugs? Because out here, let me tell you why. Your pupils are huge, hugely dilated.
I smoke marijuana every single day.
Okay, cool. But when was the last time you used drugs? Because I mean, I'm talking about like the last probably
last night,
hour, 2 hours.
Probably like last night at like midnight. I smoked marijuana.
Was that
I have a medicinal card. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because your pupils are like huge.
Probably like midnight.
Like they're a lot bigger than marijuana.
Well, that's what I did. That's what I did at midnight. I smoked some marijuana.
Anything else?
No, just marijuana.
What kind of weed do you get?
Everything for that. I get really high THC weed.
Okay. Sativa?
Yeah, sativa. Okay. And the cartridges, I think I have one that's like 90%. 90%
THC?
You know.
Oils?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's all legal. I like to do things, you know, the legal way. I don't. Okay. Yeah, this is just the craziest thing to happen to me at like 3 in the morning, to just wake up to her, like, you know, throwing my phone across the room, throwing my little cat around, just like.
Now, when we got, what do you mean she threw your cat around? I don't care that there's an animal, but what do you mean? Is the cat okay?
The cat's fine.
How did she throw the cat around?
She just threw him off the bed.
Okay.
And then took my like bed comforter and like just threw it into the toilet, like just going absolutely crazy.
Okay, and you're saying that she never put her hands on you?
She never put her hands on me.
Okay, because I'll be honest, she's telling us something different. So I'm just trying to find out the truth, because somebody's lying.
She said she hit me.
She said you guys were wrestling around, yeah. So somebody's not telling me the truth, and I just need to know what's
I don't want to get her in trouble.
Bro, we're past that point. So just be honest. Don't try to. You need to tell us the truth.
I mean, yeah, she was slapping me around, and you know.
Why was she slapping you around?
Because I was telling her to leave, and she wouldn't leave. Because my roommates all came over, and they were like, she's got to go, and she's like trying to hit me and stuff, and I'm like.
Was she hitting you because you had her phone?
Well, her phone, she had already destroyed everything. She just started rampaging.
Okay.
And I kept telling her, I'm like I'm not gonna hit you. Like she'd stand in front of me like this. She'd be like, hit me then. And I'm like, I'm not gonna put my hands on you. Like I'm not putting my hands on you.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like I make that very clear. Like, but like there's no other. Like what choice do I have? I can't like just drag her out and throw her out the door. Like that's a battery.
So she was refusing to leave.
She was refusing to leave, and I just kept begging her. I was like, please leave. Like, I don't, like, the cops are gonna get called. Like, you're being very loud, you're screaming.
Okay.
You can ask my roommates, like, I kept saying that over and over, like, you're screaming. I think we need to go outside. Like, maybe I could take you home. Maybe, like, I don't know what you need to do. But, like this, we can't be doing this right now. And
And she was banging on your chest and hitting your chest, and you don't know why she was banging and hitting your chest? Just because she was going crazy?
Banging my chest?
Like hitting you, like clawing at you? She was just going crazy.
Yeah.
Right. What was your name again?
Brandon.
All right, Brandon, do me a favor, man. Turn around.
What?
Because you're under arrest for
what?
You're under arrest for battery.
Do not move.
For what?
Stop! You're gonna get tased!
Stop, or you will be tased! I will tase you! Get on the ground right now! On the fucking ground, or I will tase you! On the fucking ground! Put your stomach on the ground! On the ground! On the ground! I'm gonna tase you! I'm gonna tase you! Put your stomach on the ground!
What am I under?
On the ground!
What am I under arrest for?
Girl, I'm gonna tase you. Get on the fucking ground. Get on the fucking ground. Do you understand me? Do you fucking understand?
Get your fucking hands out.
Okay, can you please
Stop. Stop.
Can you please put my car keys?
I got you.
What am I under arrest for? What am I under arrest for?
428.
I want to see a lawyer. I want to talk to my lawyer.
Can you send on your
Hey, she's in there alone. Right. Bolt.
I need another unit. 256.
What am I under arrest for? Battery?
We just had a resisting charge, bud, so there you go.
I didn't hit anybody. I didn't hit anybody.
Then why'd you run, bro?
Because I don't want to go to jail because I'm scared.
Too bad now.
Please don't have the resisting.
Too bad. You chose that life, bro.
Please. I didn't hit anybody. I didn't hit anybody. I didn't. I really didn't. You can ask the roommates in there. I did not hit her.
Get on your knees.
I can't. Can I sit up so I can get up? Like,
Yeah, so we're trying to do.
I'm so sorry for running.
Please, dude. That's the point.
Put my phone and the keys
No, they're gonna go with you, bro.
in that light bulb so I can.
No, going with you.
What am I being arrested for? I just want to know.
Can I please say bye to Brandon, please?
No.
Please, it won't be violent, please, because I love him no matter what. Can I? Please.
Yeah, just real
Please,
quick.
Mama, please, can I say bye? I mean,
Just face
ma'am.
the car, just face the car,
Ma'am,
bud.
please.
I know we just put these pants on.
After the couple admitted to police that they both put hands on each other, they were both arrested, and Julie was charged with battery, while Brandon was charged with battery and resisting arrest. But both have been released from jail since and didn't serve any prison time.